Last week I mentioned this concept of walking across the room, stretching out your hand and meeting someone. And when it comes to building relationship with people, there's actually a few things, a few tools or something that you can keep in mind to really help you. And I'm sticking with this book of Bill Hybels called Walk Across the Room. It's really a good book. And I want to start by asking you, are you aware that you are positioned for ministry? Now you're either positioned in an effective way or you're positioned in a way that's not so effective. Now scripture says in Matthew 5 that you are the light of the world and a city on a hill should not be hidden. Now, are you aware firstly that something is shining from your life? And then if you are aware of it, see if you can intentionally magnify that light by placing yourself strategically next to other people. And then there's three things I want you to remember. As you meet people, as you have your hand outstretched to meet strangers and to exchange your name, and maybe hopefully it's people that you'll also see in routines, like at work or at a sport club, and they'll get to know your face, maybe even a waitress or someone that owns a restaurant and get to know you. But there's three things I want you to think about and then ask yourself, how are you doing with this? The first thing is develop a friendship. Ask questions, ask about the person. You want to work to the place where they ask you questions, because that gives you the opportunity to just skillfully testify about the goodness of God in your life. But show an interest and develop friendship. That's your first D. Your second D is discover their stories. Ask about them. Are they married? How's their wife doing? What sports do they like? If they mention something from themselves, obviously they want to talk about it. So ask them, discover their stories. And then the third one is determine next steps. What would be a good next step for this person? Maybe they're very open and the next step is to join you and come to church. Maybe it's a friendship, you're not sure, it's still just very superficial. Maybe a very good next step is to invite them and buy them coffee. And that's the next step. From having coffee with someone, you discover more stories and you develop more friendship. And so you discover more next steps. And so in your relationships with people, I want you to remember the 3 Ds. Develop friendships, discover stories, and determine next steps. God bless you.